Hey guys, it's Robert. I wanted to talk to you about class schedules in the new year. I'm having some problems putting together the schedule for 2020. There are multiple complications. Lots of things are changing in my personal life. I'm getting divorced. I'm essentially losing the house and studio that I live in. So I have to kind of redo all of that. So if I'm slow to put out class dates, that's why. I'm also trying to figure out expansion and growth in our classes. Specifically, what I'm really looking at is adding new classes to the curriculum. For a long time, the last 10 years, primarily I've been teaching my work under the guise of Thai massage. We tried to rebrand, that trademark was denied. I'm in the middle of going through that process again. Which means we have a new brand, a new trademark we're stamping my work under, and what I want to do to sort of ease that transition is introduce some new courses that vary from the earlier materials I was teaching. Most of the body mechanics that you learn in Intro Thai, Table Thai, Phase 1, Phase 2, you can use in the other classes. My work is very dedicated mat-based, but you're going to use those basic biomechanical skills and we're going to add to them and supplement. In 2020, here's what I'm looking at for classes. These are not rock solid. I don't have dates on any of these yet. I have to organize because I not only have to deal with classes in the Austin area where I live, I have to deal with Houston, I have to deal with Dallas, I have to deal with San Antonio, I have to deal with out-of-state classes, which makes things even more complex. So, for a quick rundown, this is what I'm looking at for the new year. Some of this may vary, it may change. I'm looking at a 2-day, $400 12 CE credit class that is advanced upper back and neck work. The first day of that class is likely going to be, hey Tantara, it's going to be table-based on the first day. The second day is going to be mat-based. There are no prerequisites, to my knowledge, for these classes. That means if you've not taken Intro Thai with me, you've never done mat work, you just want to sample some, you want to take the advanced upper back and neck class, the first day we're going to go over table-based stuff that you can use. And then we're going to supplement that with some mat-based work. So you get a chance to compare and contrast the difference between working on a table and a mat while working on very specific upper back and neck pain issues with clients. 2 days. Let's see. After that, I'm looking at a Thai-style foot massage class that will be 6 hours. It will likely include your Thai foot sticks or whatever tools we will use in class. That is a good sort of like spa service or adjunct service that you can add to your menu should you decide to. Sorry about the allergies here in Austin. I find the footwork to be deeply soothing. It's an easy add-on or tack-on service. I'm also a big fan of saving your hands as much as possible while you're working. So what I wanted teaching you using Thai foot sticks and tools is how to save your hands and deliver a really effective, soothing, relaxing session of Thai foot massage that really opens up the person's feet, really opens up an area that many people just ignore, just stuff in their shoes. That class is likely going to be 6 hours, 1 day, $200. That was the second course. I'm debating about a carpal tunnel class on its own. The online version is currently 6 hours. I'm wondering whether I should extend that to 2 days or maybe make like an upper extremity class. I'm not really certain yet, but it will follow the same basic guidelines. It will likely be, if I did upper extremity or I did carpal tunnel, it would probably be half and half table, half mat again. If it's 1 day, it's $200, 2 days, $400, 1 day is 6 CEs, other day is 12, 2 days. So I'm still looking at those. I'm trying to think, as I'm developing curriculum, trying to figure out how I want to package things. I'm thinking about doing an abdominal course. The abdominal course I could likely do much longer. I could likely do a 3 to 5 day class just on abdominal work. But for starters, what I'm looking at is actually just doing a 2-day abdominal class. The 2-day abdominal class is table or mat. Doesn't matter really what platform you work on when you do the abdominal work. That means we could have a classroom that's got tables and mats in it, depending on how people want to work. I'm going to go over some of the basic anatomy and physiology, show you how to use a basic sequence to go ahead and get started with abdominal work, and then teach you about the exploration of helping people with specific conditions that the abdominal work seems to help. There are some issues of chronic low back pain. I've also seen lots of issues with digestive health, including constipation. I get mixed feedback on things like Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, inflammation. I'm still learning about some of those. One of the things that I have seen is women with severe menstrual cramps seem to have a very good response to the work generally. Each case, of course, is, its own thing, but I'll likely be teaching that abdominal course in a 2-day format, $400, 12 CE credits in the new year. If you are in the Austin area, it's advantageous to you because I'll be teaching very regularly. I'm going to try to iron out the schedule as quickly as I can. It will be challenging to try to set up and figure out what the flow is going to be, because now I'm not just teaching intro Thai, I'm not just teaching table Thai, I'll continue to do those. Now I'm teaching these additional classes. So I'm going to have to iron out a sort of schedule to make it easy and consistent. When I travel to other cities and states, that's where it gets a bit more complex. Because I'm not having these classes as prerequisites, meaning you don't have to take intro Thai to take the advanced upper back and neck course. You don't have to take table Thai to take the carpal tunnel class or whatever. It means that people can kind of step into my curriculum, get a feel for various things, and then we can kind of move from there. When I travel to Detroit for the first time, I don't exactly know how I want to handle those things, because I don't know if it's worth my time or there will be enough students to be able to say fly to Detroit, do a 3-day intro Thai, do a 2-day abdominal course, stay a week. I'm not quite certain yet how that's going to flow. In addition, over time, each of these classes, I'm probably going to teach them several times in 2020 just to kind of get a feel for the curriculum. I'm actually going to use the in-person class time to feel out the curriculum and how I want to do that. Then I'm likely going to produce another workbook and another DVD set out of each class, meaning you get another set of sequences to use to work on specific condition issues. Each of the new classes that I develop, that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment, is developing a workbook and video set that goes along with it. I think that will be beneficial for a number of reasons, and it also means that you'll eventually receive copies of the workbooks and videos that go with class when you buy them. Let's see, so advanced upper back and neck pain, abdominal work are 2 days, carpal tunnel, maybe, upper extremity, maybe, not quite sure how I want to do that yet. And then the Thai foot massage class is going to be 6 hours, a single day. I'm still looking into other potentials to figure out what I want to host, what I want to do. It's going to take me time to continue developing curriculum in a way that I think is standardized, but I'll continue to diversify as we grow. The recordings from those classes will wind up on our vault, which means if for some reason you can't catch a class in Detroit and we did the abdominal there and you couldn't make it, it means that there will be copies of that class in our vault, in our subscription service. You can, as always, check on my Facebook page here. If you're in YouTube, there's probably a link. You can join our subscription service. It's completely free for your first month. It has over 400 hours of my classes. I've recorded every class for the last 2 years. And there's also currently a digital sale for our digital workbooks and videos. If you want to pick those up, I'll try to include that link below so you can purchase those. If you have any questions, as always, just reach out to me. Tantara, the work in the abdomen will include some stuff on the psoas. The way that I reference this is sometimes different than other teachers as I'm continuing kind of looking at pain science, but the crude answer is yes. We have to go into specific detail about what it is we're working on and why I think the work does what it does. But what I find in clinical practice is I can work on people using what I think of as classically Thai, lots of mobilization, leg, hip work, and that'll help about 80% of low back pain. There's another 20% that was kind of murky that I couldn't quite figure out. And after I studied abdominal work, I realized going in and working through the abdomen was accessing the nerves that ran down through that area. And inevitably, a young lady would come see me. She was going to do a Vipassana retreat. She was going to be sitting meditation for 10 days. Was very nervous. I did the usual Thai massage, didn't quite access what was going on, so I went into her abdomen and very quickly it was like, oh, right there. And I said, are you feeling any referred pain? And she says, yeah, right across my sacrum in the back. So I'm pressing into her abdomen, pressing around where you would think of her psoas is, but she's feeling pain in her low back. That completely resolved. She went to the Vipassana retreat, never came back, never had any pain, one session. That is the stuff that I'm going to be teaching in that 2-day abdominal class. So yes, it does include abdominal work. So again, I'll try to include the link for the free trial, and I'll also try to include the link for the 20% off if you want to buy the workbooks or DVDs. These guys in digital form are available for 20% off until January 1st. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I just want to give you a quick update, let you know what's going on. I'm up to my eyeballs trying to figure out the schedule for the new year and how I'm going to organize things. When I travel out of state, I have to fly or drive, and then I also have to get an Airbnb, I got to lodge, I got to rent space, so a little challenging. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions, need me, please just reach out. Have a great one.